from the Hill. Niall, all of these incidents, or at least a couple of them, it seems to me that they were months in the making. But what was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak?
Well, one issue might be that lawmakers have been at the Capitol without a break for much longer than they're used to. I think, as in any kind of relationship, collective or interpersonal, there's always more friction when people are cooped up with each other for a long time. Now, you're quite right. For example, Senator Mullin, who you're showing there, has a long history with Sean O'Brien, the Teamsters president. They have gone back and forth several times at previous hearings, as Kelsey mentioned in her report. There's history to all of these clashes, but certainly boiling over yesterday.
But what was the end result with the Mullin and Teamsters president incident?
Well, it was quite entertaining, was it not?
No one could say that. I think all of us were kind of surprised. It came into my Instagram feed, and I was like, what in the world? What's happening? Who is this guy? And then I had to do a little research. But after that entertainment, do they come to any kind of resolution? Was there anything productive that came out of this?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, I guess Bernie Sanders, I guess Bernie Sanders got to play peacemaker, which is a role that we're not necessarily accustomed to seeing him in. There was some suggestion that Mr. O'Brien and Senator Mullin might eventually have coffee to work out their differences.
Oh, sure. Coffee helps everything.
But really, this was just one of those manly incidents where people made their feelings known. It was a full and frank exchange of views. No blows were exchanged, and there we go.
You know, there's a part of me that wants to think there are some folks in America who are like, you know what, this is what some men do. They need to blow off steam. They need to, you know, flex a little bit. This is just masculine energy at its finest. Let's get back to Congressman Tim Burchett, though. How realistic is it that Kevin McCarthy, the former Speaker of the House, actually elbowed him? I mean, in a way that would be an assault.
You would think unlikely. Now, the only third party whom I'm aware of who was there at the time was the reporter from NPR who Congressman Burchett was talking to. She said that Kevin McCarthy, to her eyes, did shove the congressman. Now, whether he threw an elbow, whether he elbowed him in the kidneys, the congressman says a clean shot to the kidneys. Obviously, I wasn't there, and I don't believe it was caught directly on camera. It was a radio interview, obviously, that the congressman was doing. The congressman seems adamant that McCarthy did elbow him. McCarthy adamant that he didn't. He said in this rather bizarre Republican-on-Republican violence, or alleged violence.
Doesn't Gates' ethics complaint kind of show a bit of pettiness? I mean, again, you'd hope that this is all legitimized, but he was actually the focus of another ethics complaint. So maybe it's saying, you know, tit for tat, former Speaker.
Yeah, absolutely. You were talking about masculine energy a moment ago. I mean, I think Matt Gaetz and Kevin McCarthy fundamentally dislike each other pretty intensely. Gaetz is under investigation from the Ethics Committee, taking the opportunity here to hit back or to counterpunch. He's kind of trolling, honestly. I mean, I'm not sure that he really expects the Ethics Committee to take very serious action, but he's having a little bit of a jab at Kevin McCarthy, having felt unfairly dealt with by McCarthy in the past.
Yeah, it's, again, testosterone. And sometimes it just needs to be expressed. And the fact that you said they haven't really had a chance to let off much steam working together so closely on problems of global proportion. Niall Stanage, thank you again.
Thanks, Adrienne.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.